Hey guys, it's Aubrey from Muttley Plans. I hope everybody had a wonderful week. This is a little bit of a sped up plan with me. Promise I do not move this fast when I'm planning. But anyway, I decided to go with florals, multicolor because it is June, so I am doing rainbow colors as much as possible this month. But anyway, I just did a Agenda 52 booklet. It's that same one that's the floral patterns. Let me know if you want me to get the name of it, because I'm drawing a blank right now. So just put something in the comments and I'll get it for you if you want. But anyway, I decided to, splash these florals around a little bit. And then I also decided to use my Franklin Christoph O2 model in Sage. That's that fountain pen right there that I'm using. It's a broad nib, and it's got Diamine Merry and Bright in it, which actually turned out to be a great color to use with this. I really enjoyed bringing in all of this green. Sometimes you feel, or at least I do sometimes feel like, oh, I use way too much of a color or something. There's too much of a certain color on the page when you're planning. And yeah, I didn't feel like that with this green. It was really nice. And of course, I love my Franklin Christoph pen and broad nib. So that made it fun as well. I'm also right here using, the ink name is Diamine Pink Glitz, and it is in my Jinhao Century 100 in the colorway Guava. So yeah, that's that pen. And then I'm back with my Franklin Christoph. Monday was kind of a run-of-the-mill day. Did patient care, did my notes, did my job. And then I came home and I was exhausted, so took a nap. And then I knitted and journaled and just had a decent time. I actually did this whole setup on Monday. Usually I try to do setups over the weekend. That way I literally just have to come in and mark in what I did for the day. Unfortunately, I don't know what I was doing Sunday, but I did not get around to setting this up. So I did all of this Monday night. That YouTube sticker is from Brianne Nicole Designs. I really love those stickers. I need to order more. When you order from her, it does take about a month before you get your stuff. Just fair warning. But her stickers are pretty good. Can't complain. And then up at the top, I decided to do something a little bit different and just put like a mix of to-do lists and just what's going on this week. And I put it in a box versus writing it out just in a regular like tick off the list format. I actually kind of liked it. I was a little concerned that I would feel like this left side would be too crowded, but overall, I actually appreciated it quite a bit. Down in that bottom portion for this week, I went ahead and did just pretty much anything that came to mind. I just wrote it in big letters in various colors. Down at the bottom, last week, my bottom portion of my planner actually wound up being pretty bare, and so I wanted to make sure that I actually used it. Also, my Franklin Christoph had a little bit of a hard start, but that's okay. He was off and running after just a quick push, if you will. Just twisted the converter. I'm not 100% sure that that is the correct way to handle a pen that has a hard start, but that's what I do with my pens, and I find that it works pretty much every time. Just push or pushing the ink through a little bit, forcing it through a little bit by twisting that converter around. And that tends to get pretty much every blockage. I think maybe one time I actually had to put a nib in warm water to loosen it up, but overall, not too bad. Tuesday, I wound up coming home pretty early. Like, I went in, I did my regular patient care. My patients were taken care of, I assure you. But I was not feeling the best. I was feeling nauseous. It was the first day of my cycle, my BTMI, but I was not feeling good at all. I had a huge headache, felt nauseous, all of that jazz. So I came home and I rested for about an hour, hour and a half. And then I had a report due on Wednesday, and so I brought my work stuff home with me so that I could still get up and work after I had rested some. But I definitely was not feeling my best on Wednesday, and so I'm very blessed that I have a job that allows me to have that flexibility of coming home and working from home some. So yeah, so I kind of bounced back and forth between Tuesday and Wednesday because I did not get to plan on Tuesday. So I'm doing all of this on Wednesday. I pretty much like just knitted all of Tuesday evening. That's what kept me from getting that's what kept me from planning, I guess, on Tuesday. Because I did learn how to knit mitered squares after multiple failed attempts. But it's all good. I have since knitted quite a few miter squares, so I feel like I'm getting the hang of it for the most part, which is always good. Wednesday, we were supposed to have Bible study, and it did not work out. So, you'll see me go back in and actually put a cancel label on it. Thursday was a holiday for work, and so it was Juneteenth. And so I actually had the entire day off work. I took Friday off as well. And me and my husband built fence together on Thursday, which was, believe it or not, a pretty decent time. It was a lot of hard, difficult work. But I guess perks of getting to build fence with your bestie is that you still have a blast even when the work sucks. So we did that for about 3 to 4 hours, and then I took an everything shower because I was disgusting. And then our treat that we give ourselves after, working on the fence has been to go to Chick-fil-A. And so we made a Chick-fil-A ran into town for Chick-fil-A, which is always 10 out of 10. Mainly I'm after their Coke more so than the food. The food is fantastic, but the Coke, somehow I don't know what the recipe is, but Chick-fil-A Coke is always on point. And anytime I get done doing something in the heat, I always crave like a crisp Coke, Coca-Cola. So, that's why we go into Chick-fil-A. So, like I mentioned, Friday I did take the day off. It was planned for me to do that anyway, and I enjoyed the entire day off. I find, just as somebody who sees patients and stuff like that, it's kind of awkward when you have like a random day off in the middle of the week and then you try to go back for just one more day. So I went ahead and made it a 4-day weekend. No regrets. And you see I've bounced back to the Thursday. me and my husband did wake up and get to have coffee before going out to build that fence, and I already talked you through the other stuff. Oh, I did this really cool thing, and obviously it's not revolutionary by any stretch of the imagination, but I took my Mahjong A2, and it's just got black ink in it. And I wrote bubble letters, and in them I put relax because that's what I did Thursday. And I was like, you know what? I want to do a rainbow relax. And so I did. You'll see I go in and I colored with my Tombows. At the beginning, it smudged quite a bit because I didn't let the ink dry and all that. But it actually turned out really cool, and I got to use my Esty Botanical Garden, which has Noodler's Cayenne in it, which I love that ink. That is my next ink that I'm looking for, like a dupe of. I recently found that Colorverse Blue Green is a great match for Noodler's Squeeteague, which I have been looking for since like last year. A dupe of that that actually dries quickly. And so my next quest is going to be to find Noodler's Cayenne. I know several people messaged me about possible comparable inks, and I've made a list, and I'm just waiting to actually buy the samples. I want to get bang for my buck, if you will. And so I want to make sure that I have a whole list of samples to order, so I'm not just ordering 2 or 3 at a time. But that will be coming when I do a comparison. And I did write down everybody's recommendations, so thank you. So yeah, Friday, day off. Me and my husband did have a few things to do. Mainly him. I kind of got the easy end of the deal because I didn't have to go get shots and all that jazz. I just dropped him off to go, get poked and prodded, and I went thrifting. But I went ahead and just said that I did errands because it made me feel, well, I don't know. I just put errands. And then Saturday, which is today, I don't know if you can tell I'm exhaustion. But it was definitely a rest and recovery day. Because me and my husband and my friend, we were out until the wee hours of the morning. My husband and I got in at 2 a.m., which is unheard of at our house. I'm usually in bed by 9:30. I'm stretching it if it's 10. And even when we go out, we do not stay out late. But we went with my friend to OKC, and yeah, we didn't get in until 2 a.m. Probably not gonna do that again because we had plans to build fence again this morning on Saturday, and that did not happen because we did not peel ourselves out of bed until 10, and both of us felt like we had been run over by a truck. So it was yeah, no. So today was absolutely a rest and recover day. And we did some cleaning instead of doing that on Sunday because we plan on actually doing fence tomorrow, the 22nd. Pray for us that we get it done because both of us are still pretty exhausted, but I'll let you know if we actually get her done or not. But as of right now, the plan is to build fence, and then we've already done our Sunday stuff, or stuff that we would have done on Sundays. So, that means that we should, just be able to watch church online and continue recovering from, once again, hard work at the fence. The only downside is we won't be able to get any Chick-fil-A. I really don't know what we're going to do about that. And then I just came back down here. I know y'all can read and everything, so um, I just wrote anything that came to mind, highlights of the week, things that happened. I'm sure if you're up on current events, you kind of know about all of the craziness happening. And so I did mark that down because I think that's something that's going to affect us for a long while. But anyway, here is a close up of my spread this week. Honestly, I kind of like it. It's a little crazy, but I'm digging all of the rainbow colors. So, thanks for watching.